So what would you say are the actual issues in Gaza?
Actual issues.
Everything is an issue.
But you have to speak louder.
Everything is an issue. Like
The obvious issue is the siege. It's the most
Like, how does it affect you personally? That's what I want to know.
I wanted to travel to Turkey since like a year and a half, and I can't do that because the
Okay.
borders are closed. So it affected me personally. It delayed my future plans.
Okay.
there are these things that happen daily, like the electricity. It's like it's a bad thing, you know.
How many hours a day do you have electricity?
8 hours a day. In the best cases.
The best case, yeah, 8 hours.
It's now 4 hours.
It's 4 hours now?
Yeah. We get electricity only for 4 hours.
And sometimes
Only 4
there's
hours.
the water problem.
What's the water problem?
Sometimes the water, like, it comes in certain hours. These hours, when there's no electricity, we can't like fill the
Like
tanks
small portion.
with water, so you're out of water.
Ah, so if the water and electricity
Yes.
don't correspond, then you have no water.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. What about in terms of food, though? Access to food?
We have access to every kind of food. It's not an issue for us, but it's an issue to have the money to buy them.
Okay, that's what I had heard. Okay.
But everything like is available. Not everything, but most of the things.
But yeah, and basic foods like
Yeah,
vegetables and
Yeah,
fruits and
But also after the war in 2014.
after the war in 2014,
Yeah.
in case I can't hear.
The whole area, like the border area.
The northern area, yeah.
Not the north and the border area, the whole like east
Around the
of
border,
Gaza,
all the way around, yeah?
east of the Gaza
Okay.
Strip was totally destroyed, and these were the lands that we get vegetables from.
Yeah.
Ah, and that's where they grow vegetables.
So it was a very difficult period, and until this moment, farmers did not really get their lands rehabilitated in a
Okay.
good way to bring to be like productive as before.
Okay, so until now, the lands haven't been rehabilitated. Just in case I can't hear you from over there. So are food imported into Gaza? Is food like
Yes,
vegetables
yes,
and like in the meantime?
نستوردها قصدي.
To import,
Yeah, which is not. It's terrible for your economy,
yeah.
but there is food. It technically exists.
There is, yeah. Usually, yeah, it comes from outside,
Yeah.
from Israel, and from West Bank,
Yeah, from West Bank and Israel it comes. Okay.
but from Israel more. Yeah, but if but we used really to depend on the eastern side of the Gaza Strip for
Yep.
the vegetables and the fruits.
Okay. So the biggest issue is the economy. I mean, besides not being able to get out and freedom and things like that, it's the economy.
I mean, the siege puts like marks on different or highlights different aspects, which is economy, it's economy, it's movement,
Economy,
it's,
movement.
It's even like education, exchange,
Being able to go out of the country to.
Yeah,
meet other people, you know.
Yeah.
but mainly for patience and education.
Yeah.
Okay. Patience?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Treatment.
Oh, treatment for medical issues.
Yeah,
you
they
mean.
need to get medical treatment outside Gaza
Yeah.
because they can't.
I have a relative that died recently because while she was waiting to get out to get
For permits.
Yeah.
for Rafah.
Yeah.
And it's not only
Oh, to Egypt.
Yes, to Egypt.
Because
Okay.
she didn't manage to get a permit to go to the.
So, but people do get permits for medical reasons.
Not always.
Not always.
Not always.
No?
Very
Okay.
limited.
very
It's limited. Okay.
Even for medical, and there are some kind of criteria where the company with the sick person has to be a specific age, not under, for example, 50. This is the company. And sometimes they get refused, sometimes they get it's a very long process.
Okay.
And of course, all the like disposables and drugs and medicine. It's also we don't have something sustainable that you say.
You always know you're gonna. So for medications, it's not always consistent, constant.
On a pipeline, everything is a concern.
Yeah.
in Gaza.
Mostly if you have a medical issue.
Yeah, even these daily things that people in any other place, it doesn't come to their mind. It comes by default, but for Gazans, it's
More pronounced.
it's more of a concern. For example, like a very simple example from the daily life of Gazans.
Okay, yeah.
Like for example, if you want to have clothes to wash, laundry, it took my mother like 1 week until we did it because of this unsustainable electricity, like 4 hours or 3 hours, and it's not, you don't get full 4 hours. It will come and go, come and go, and come and go, and you cannot really finish one single mission, like thing of your tasks. And for me, because for example, I work in communication and public relations, I meet people. So for me, for example, as a lady, that I want to wear something new every day, it's not an option for me now because I want to reduce the quantity of the laundry.
Yeah.
So you see all these kind of decisions that would affect your daily life, but on the long term, it also it affects also your mentality.
Okay, well now I'm going to ask a very Israeli question, okay? Because people would say, it's not my opinion, this is what people would say, okay, so you're suffering because of all this. You're suffering because of all this. Why not negotiate an agreement with Israel so you don't suffer?
Because it's not practical.
It's not practical?
I mean, we tried this for 20 years, and we all know that the policies, the governments, and even sometimes individuals are controlling. They are the ones in control. They are the ones taking the decisions. And we as individuals, although we are even a bigger number, but we are not making any